Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a one brand makeup challenge. I'm doing a full face using only Sleek Cosmetics. I've been really wanting to do a one brand makeup challenge for a while, and I definitely felt like Sleek would be a good one to do. So all the products that I have, I bought myself. I wasn't sent any products from Sleek, so this is not sponsored in any way. Some of the products I did have before, and a lot of the products I did have to go out and buy for the challenge. Everything in terms of cosmetics will be Sleek. Brushes will not be Sleek. I'll just be using my own brushes because I couldn't really find any brushes from them. Let's just get right into it. To start, I'm going to be doing my brows, of course, and I'm going to be using this brow product here, and it's called the Eyebrow Stylist. So this is the package it came in, and it's in the shade dark. So it's basically got two ends. So one end is the brow product, and it's like a twisty upper, so you can twist it up. And the other side is a spoolie, which is really handy. I really like it when brow products have like spoolies like on the end. I'm just gonna brush my brows up. I can tell you already that this brow product, I'm gonna struggle with it only because it's quite thick. So I don't know if you can see it in width. And for me, I need a very sharp pencil, precise pencil to draw my eyebrow shape. Anyway, I'll work with it the best that I can. Pencil is not as pigmented as I would like. I think this brow product is just better for filling in brows as opposed to kind of like a precise shape, but I did the best I could. So I'm going to conceal it now. So to conceal, I'm going to be using the Sleek cream contour kit. So they have this cream contour kit, which I actually already had in the medium and dark, but I went up to buy the extra dark. So it comes in 6 shades. So I think I'm going to use probably this one or probably this one to conceal. Okay, so my brows are done. So what I would say about the concealer is that it's good that it has a good shade range, and like I said, they have medium, dark, and then extra dark. It's quite sheer, so it's not full coverage. A bit slippery as well and quite oily. Even if I don't know if you can see, but you can already see, you can kind of see the shine on the concealers. I don't know if it's coming off on the camera, and that, you know, that's not great, especially for us oily skin ladies. So just keep that in mind if you want to purchase the contour kit. So we're going to move on now to the face, and I'm going to prime my face with this Control Shine and Prime primer. And this is an oil-free mattifying primer which minimizes imperfections, and it said it's suitable for all skin tones. So I'm going to use that to prime just the normal areas I would normally prime, my T-zones. So I'm going to go back into the concealer palette again, and I'm going to use, I think, this shade here to conceal any dark areas. So now I have concealed my dark areas, so my skin is looking a little bit more even. So now I'm going to go into my foundation, and I'm going to be using the oil-free cream to powder foundation from Sleek, and this is in the shade Chocolate Fudge. This is kind of one of the foundations that I first foundations that I used back in the day. So this is the foundation. Because it's a cream to powder foundation, I'm going to apply with a brush first, and then I will blend it out further with my beauty blender. Foundation is on. I feel like the coverage is pretty nice. The foundation, it's not completely full coverage, but it's nice. I think it gives a nice kind of dewy finish to it. I don't think it's you know, oily skin friendly, even though it does say oil free. I don't know if I actually believe that, but nevertheless, it's a nice, you know, leaves a nice dewy finish, you know, so it's quite nice. And I guess when you set with powder, you know, that can eliminate, you know, some of the shine. So I'm going to go again into the contour kit palette, and I'm going to be using the same shade that I used to conceal my eyebrows, and I'm going to use that to highlight, basically just the usual areas. Okay, so to contour, I'm going to be going into shade number 5 in the palette. So to set my highlighted areas, I'm going to be using this Suede Effect pressed powder, and this is in the shade number 2. I couldn't find a loose powder, you know, like similar to banana powder or Sasha to set it with. So this is pretty much the only thing that I could find that could can possibly work. I won't use a beauty blender like I would do with loose powder. I'm just going to use a brush. So I'm just going to use this Real Techniques brush here, and I'm just going to use that to apply it to the highlighted areas. Okay, so that's done. It's definitely not Sasha or even banana powder, even though I don't use banana powder anymore. But yeah, it has set the concealer, because the powder itself I think actually has some kind of coverage to it. It's kind of added and changed colour. It's changed the colour of the concealer. Yeah, but what can I do? This is the best I could do. This is the best I had. I'm going to be using this Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette in the shade Dark. So it's got contour, highlighter and a shimmery blush. So I'm going to be using, of course, the contour to set my contoured areas. Now that that is done, we're gonna move on to the eyes. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this and just apply it to my eyes. That's all I'm gonna do, just a bit of powder, just because it's really got some coverage on it anyway. I'm going to be using this palette here, which is the Eye Divine palette in All Night Long. And it's kind of like a neutral palette. I decided to just go for a neutral, a neutral palette. So this is it here. So you've got some, you know, mattes, and you've got some shimmer shades as well, which would be obviously good for the lid. So we're going to go into that. So the only thing about this palette is that it doesn't have a lot of transition colors. It's got a dark brown hair. So what I'm going to do before going into the palette is that I'll go back into the contour palette. I'll just use this contour shade as my transition shade, and then I'll go back into the palette. I'm just going to apply this contour shade above my crease. So I'm going to take a crease brush and just go into this dark brown shade here and just use that in my crease. And then just go back and blend those shades in together. Make sure there's no harsh lines. Pinky mauvey shimmer shade, so I'm going to use that on my lid. I'm just going to take the crease brush and just blend out any harsh lines again. So next I'm going to take this shade here and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight and to highlight the inner corners of my eye as well. So next I'm going to use this Dip It eyeliner from Sleek. I used to use this a lot back in the day. I'm going to use this to create a wing. So next I'm going to line my waterline with the Ooh La La waterproof and smudge proof pencil in the shade Noir. So I've applied lashes off camera and I've extended the eyeliner into the inner corners of my eye as I usually do. I feel like that underneath my lower lash line could use a little bit of colour, so I'm going to go back and use that same shade that I used on my lid, and I'm going to apply that underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to be using this Lethal Length mascara. They had a couple of options, but I went with this one because I preferred the brush, and it looks like this. So I'm going to be using that to blend my false lashes in with my real lashes, and also use it on my bottom lashes as well. The mascara is fine. It's not as pigmented as I would like, but you know, it did the job, so it's okay. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but under my eye is already getting very greasy. So I'm just going to apply a bit of that powder that I used before, just kind of soak up a bit of the oil. But yeah, it's already, you know, getting super greasy under there. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face, and I'm going to be using this translucent pressed powder in the shade Deep. This is the powder here, so it comes with a mirror and the powder here, and it comes with a puff as well, but I will not be using the puff. I'm just going to use my normal powder brush, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Okay, so for blush, I'll be going into this Blush by 3 palette in the shade Sugar, and I've had this blush palette for a while now and I use it a lot, so I'll just be mixing these two blush shades in together, and I'll yeah, use that as my blush. Just going back with that contour, just because I feel like I lost the contour a little bit when setting the rest of my face, so just doing that. Pretty much it done with the face. So there is no setting spray, so I was going to use another setting spray, but I just thought it would defeat the purpose of the whole one brand challenge, so I can't set my face. I'm just going to leave it like this and move on to the lips. For the lips, I'll be using this Ooh La La lip liner in the shade Raisin, and I'll use that to line my lips. I'm actually going to fill in my lips with it. I was only going to use it to line, but I'm going to fill it in. And then next I'm going to go in with this Matte Me Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Birthday Suit. I've had this lipstick for a long time, and it's basically like a nudie pink lipstick, so I'm just going to use that in the middle. I just kind of do like an ombre lip. Okay, so that's the lips done. So now I'm going to finish off with some highlighter. So I have this sleek highlighting palette in Precious Metals that I bought a long time ago, and I just kind of left it to the side. So I think I'll use it today because I honestly just left it to one side. I just didn't really like it that much. So you know, when you just use a product, you're not really feeling it, you just leave it. So I kind of digged it out and I'll use it. So I'll use this shade here in the shade, this is Antique Bronze. So I'll just use that to highlight the usual areas of my face. Okay guys, so that is pretty much it. That is the full face using sleek products. We got through it. So I'm just going to sort out my hair and I'll be right back to give you my final thoughts. Hey guys, so I am back, and yeah, this is basically the final look for the one brand challenge with Sleek Cosmetics. So my final thoughts on the products are basically what I think is that the base products are not as good as I would have liked. So when I say base products, I mean, you know, like concealers and the foundation. They are okay, but I feel like they are on the oily side, because I can definitely feel my face feeling a bit oily and greasy already, and I've had to touch up, especially under my eye, with powder, you know, quite a few times to stop it looking too oily. The lip liner is probably my favorite. Overall, base product, not my favorite, but in terms of add-on products like blush and lipstick and liners and mascara, it's great. And they are affordable, they're good price points as well, and it is woman of color friendly, which is what I love about Sleek. It's woman of color friendly in terms of, you know, drugstores. Going into the drugstore, it's what, you know, a woman of color would normally go to, because they have you know, shade ranges for you know, tanned to darker skin tones. So for me, that's why I like Sleek a lot. So I think, you know, they could work on their products to be more oily skin friendly. I hope you enjoyed this one brand makeup challenge. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see another one brand challenge, let me know the brand you would like me to do, and I will try and do that for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you share and subscribe, and I will see you on my next one, guys. Bye.